All right, mathematicians, get ready for another lesson. We are going to need our whiteboards for this lesson, okay? And you are also going to need your orange math book that says topic D on the front. And we are going to be on the lesson 25 problem set. So you probably have to skip some pages. Lesson 25 problem set. You'll see some trucks and you'll see some little presents at the top. Okay? So go ahead and grab that with something to write with and then join me back when you're ready. Boys and girls, today we're going to start with our I can statement. And our I can statement has something new in it today. It says, I can use adding and subtracting to find a missing part. Okay? So missing part is a term we should know, right? When we're working on story problems or number sentences, we've practiced using or counting on to find missing parts, right? We add and we count on to find the missing part. Now today it says I can use adding and subtracting. So we're going to learn something different today. A new way to find a missing part. All right, so let's get started. To begin today, I have a story for you. Okay, my story is about bears. And I had 4 bears playing in the woods. I didn't have them, but there were 4 bears playing in the woods. Okay, and some more bears came along. To end, there were 6 bears playing all together. Okay, let me tell that story again. There were 4 bears playing in the woods. Then some more bears came along. All together, there were 6 bears playing. Okay, can you draw me a number bond first? A number bond to show our story here. There were 4 bears playing in the woods. Then some more came to join. Altogether, there were 6 bears playing in the woods. So, do we know a whole number? Do we know how many bears altogether there were? We do. I showed them with my counters here for you. How many? 6. Good. And we know that some of the bears came to join, but how many of the bears were there to begin with? Do you remember? There were 4 bears playing in the woods first. So, what do we have here, boys and girls? There is a missing part, isn't there? Okay, now take a minute to think about how you would solve this problem. How would you get that missing part? What strategy could you use? Or what number sentence could you write? If I were adding, right, we would practice doing our missing part number sentence where we have 4 plus something equals our whole number, which is 6. Right? And we've been practicing counting on to figure out how many more we need to get from 4 to 6. Okay. So what do you think? How many bears joined them? 4, 5, 6. How many fingers? 2. 2 bears joined them, right? Okay, now boys and girls, take a look at my 6 here. I can also separate my parts from the whole to find my missing part. So let's say I know my whole number was 6, and if I take away the part that I know, 1, 2, 3, 4, I knew that 4 bears were playing first, I can also find my missing part. So let's see if we did 6 take away 4, okay? 6, and let's say I took away my yellow ones and I separated them, right? I separated them. Now I have a part here and a part here. If I take 4 away from 6, how many are left? Look, did we get the same answer in both of our boxes? Sure did. So today we are going to practice using that missing part adding number sentence, and now we're going to start practicing these subtraction number sentences. Notice my symbol for subtraction. It's different than addition. Adding, we have that plus sign where we have two lines crossing each other. Subtraction, or minus signs or symbols, are just one line horizontal. Okay, so we have 6 minus 4 equals 2, and we get that same missing part. All right, boys and girls, we're going to practice some more in our math books now. You can go ahead and erase your board. If you don't feel like you understand quite yet, that's okay. We're going to practice lots together here in a second. Okay, so now we need that math book. I'm going to go a little closer to mine. There we go. All right. So again, we're on lesson 25 problem set. I see presents and I see trucks. I have my book. I have my pencil. I'm ready to learn in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. You can see the little example at the top here. They have a number bond that they did. They have the picture. And they have a number sentence. So you see that they added 2 plus 1. They added their parts to get 3. And then they used their whole number, 3, took away the part, 2, that they knew. And see how they drew this line in the picture? They drew it to separate the 2 from the 3, and so they can see what's left and how many. 1. So that's where they get their answer, 1. So if I was a mathematician right now, I would be putting my box around the 1 and the 1 because that is the missing part that they were looking for. Okay, let's try number 1 together. Rachel and Lucy are playing with 5 trucks. Here are their 5 trucks. If Rachel is playing with 2 of them, how many is Lucy playing with? Okay, so we know this part, right? Rachel is playing with 2 of them. There are 5 altogether. So, let's try to start with our number bond. Do we have the whole number? How many trucks are there all together? Right here. There are 5, right? And we know Rachel is playing with 2 of them. So 2 is our part. Now let's practice. Let's practice separating 2 trucks because we know those 2 are already being played with by Rachel. So I'm going to draw a line. I take that part away from my whole number so that I can see how many Lucy is playing with. So how many does she have? She has 3 that she's playing with. And I can always double check. Do 2 and 3 make 5? Well, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. Now I have to finish my number sentences. We have 2 trucks that Rachel was playing with, plus, what's our other part? 1, 2, 3 equals 5. Good. Then they took the whole number like we did in the picture. We had 5, and we separated or took away 2. And that gave us how many trucks left for Lucy? 3 trucks. So Lucy is playing with how many trucks? She's playing with 3. Okay? I have to remember what is my answer. Okay? That missing part's going to be my answer today. All right. Let's take a peek at number 2. Ooh, look. Some more boxes are blank now. So as we go, it's going to get a little harder and we're going to have more blank boxes. Okay, now we have Jane. Jane caught 9 fish. Do you see Jane's 9 fish? She caught 7 fish before she ate lunch. How many fish did she catch after lunch? Okay, here are all her fish. How many did she catch? She caught 9, so let's put that in our whole number. We know that. We know she caught some before lunch. How many did she catch before lunch? Good, she caught 7 before lunch. Whew. Okay, so here's the part we do know. We do know that she caught 7. Let's draw our picture now to show. So we need to draw our line. So we want to separate 7 from 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Well, let me see if I can do that better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Okay, I'm gonna, there's my line. So I took away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I separated that part from the 9 so that we could see how many are the other part and how many more fish did she catch after lunch. I only see 1, 2, right? 7 and 2 make 9. Now I need to fix my number sentences. So I have something plus something. Well, let's use the part we knew first. What part did we know? We knew she caught 7 fish before she ate lunch. We needed to figure out how many she caught after lunch, and according to our picture, how many did she catch after lunch? 2. All right, now when we did the 9 and we separated what? Look at all these fish. How many did we separate? We took those ones away. We took away 7 of them because we knew that part already. And that gave us how many left? 2. Good job. Okay, so Jane caught how many fish after lunch? What's the part we had to find? 2. Awesome. You starting to get it a little better? I hope so. If you're not, don't worry. Mrs. Garris has more practice coming for you. All right, first graders, let's go ahead and do number 3. Number 3 is talking about Dad. Dad bought 6 shirts. The next day he returned some of them. Ooh, how? Now he has 2 shirts. How many shirts did Dad return? Okay, do we know how many shirts Dad has altogether? We sure do. How many? Look at the picture or you can reread the story. Dad bought 6 shirts. He got 6 altogether. Okay. The next day he returned some of them. Do we know how many? Nope. Now he has 2 shirts. Oh, so that must be the part. He has part of his shirts he kept, 2 of them. The rest he returned. We don't know how many he returned yet. So, we can do, start a number sentence or we can do our picture. What do you think? Go ahead and do whatever one you want to do first. I'll start with my picture. Since I know 6 shirts that Dad bought and 2 he had left, I'm going to separate my 2 in my picture. So I took away this 2. I'm pulling them apart. Just picture I had a whole number. I draw that line to show 2 parts now. So he had 2 left. These must be the ones he returned. How many did he return? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So he had 2 left. He returned 4. And that equals all 6 that he bought. Now he had 6 that he bought. We knew the part that he kept was 2. So 6 take away 2. When we took 2 away and separated it in our picture, we were left with 4 shirts that he returned. So, here's the part we had to find. Here's the part we had to find. That is our answer. Dad returned how many shirts? He returned 4 of his shirts. Awesome sauce? All right, boys and girls, let's do one more. Let's see if you can give this one a go-zee on your own. I'm going to give you a minute to work on it. I will read the story for you. John had 3 strawberries. You can see them right there. Then his friend gave him some more fruit. Now John has 7 pieces of fruit. Do you see all 7 pieces here? Uh-huh. How many pieces of fruit did John's friend give him? So John had the 3 strawberries, right? John had the 3 strawberries. Then his friend must have given him all the rest of that fruit. How many pieces of fruit did John's friend give him? So go ahead, start your number bond. Draw your line in your picture where it belongs. See if you can finish the number sentences. I am going to give you a moment to work. Make sure you're trying. I will go back over the answer so that you can check your work. Okay, let's see what you came up with. All together in my whole of my number bond, I should have 7. John had 7 pieces all together of fruit. It told us at the beginning that the 3 strawberries were his. So whatever this part is are all the ones his friend gave him. Let's draw the line. Now he had the 3 strawberries first, so that's what I'm going to separate from the rest of the fruit. Hope you did that too. That's a little detail. Okay, so he had his 3 strawberries first, right? Plus some more from his friend, and that gave him all 7 pieces. How many more did his friend give him? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And if I were to do this as a subtraction sentence, I would say, well, he had all 7 pieces. Some of them he already had, right? He already had 3, so I'm separating 3 from the rest, and that left me with 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of fruit. Always, always, these 2 numbers should be matching in our number sentence because it's the same thing, just getting the answer in 2 different strategies. So John's friend gave him blank pieces of fruit. How many, boys and girls? We should have 4 on that line. Sweet! I hope you're feeling pretty good about that now because now you get to go to Seesaw, finish up your exit ticket on it. Thank you so much for working hard with me on that today. I know that was quite a bit of work. So if you made it here till the end, I'm super proud of you. You get my big thumbs up and I'm smiling even though you can't see it. All right, now on Seesaw you're going to have a number bond dash, which is just all those number bonds. You're going to practice making partners of 9 today. And look, ooh, there's 1. 7 and 2 make 9. You're going to finish those number bonds making 9. And then you will also have your exit ticket to finish. All right? All right, first grader, take care. Go do your very best. Let me know if you need any help. I'll see you soon.